So here I am, Ann Teschendorf. Started a company, Covalent Resource Group. And it's been a very exciting and fun year and a half doing this business. And it came about because I lost my job. So whenever you lose your job, you really start thinking deep and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Who am I? What am I about? And for so many years, people said, Ann, go do your own thing. Go do your own thing. You'd be great at it. Well, really wasn't thinking I was going to go do my own thing. I actually had lunch with my now business partner, Edmund Delude. And we were just talking and I explained to him what had happened. And next thing you know, it's December and we're incorporating a company. And next thing I know, we open our doors January 2nd and I hire my first employee, Jody Ferretti. So Jody was next to me side by side for 3 months straight. We worked on the phones, we sent out LinkedIn emails, we set up as much back office and front office as possible. We were just two girls in a room, probably about 250 square feet, and we just worked. We worked. The beautiful thing is we had our first account March 10th was when we had our first employee at our client and working along. And I think I just was, wow, we did all that in such a short period of time. What else could happen? Well, we continued working. We brought on some great clients who are still clients today. And we closed out our year at over $1 million. Trust me, it's not that much money because you still have payroll and you have all these other things that are happening. But it happened and it felt great. So here we are now looking and staring at the barrel of going on to 2 years. And we're saying, you know, what else can we do? What else can we do? And my niece, who is like my daughter, Vanessa, said to me, Ann, why don't we start podcasting and talking about what you've been going through and what other people should think about when they're starting a business? Because everybody should try. If they've got it in them, they should try. So I said, all right, that sounds like a great idea. And it's taken us about a month and a half, 2 months probably to sit down and have this conversation. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, you know, it's really not about like being afraid about doing hard work, because at the end of the day, if you go to a job, you're working. If you're working for yourself, you're working. And as a matter of fact, I just had this conversation with my team and I said to them, I said, look, I report to the company and so do all of you. And at the end of the day, this has got to be something that we all want to come do all the time. And I think that's what makes it so exciting to do your own thing and have your own company. Having your own doesn't mean like it's mine. Having your own means like you have relationships. You have the opportunity to create an environment or a culture or meet people that are willing to help you and meet people that also want to learn from you. And I think that is really why I love what I do the most. My complete childhood was always work. I worked, people laugh because they probably go, there's no way. But it's true, everyone. I was 8 years old and I was working the cash register for my parents' restaurant. By the time I was 12, I was waiting tables and packing carryouts and cooking food. And by the time I was 14, 15 years old, I was ordering their food, driving them to the doctors, to the lawyers, to the bank, to the accountant. I learned what it meant to just do. Like, it's just a part of who we are and what you have to do in business to make it work, and a family to make it work. My dad spoke, or he said he spoke very little English. He probably understood more than he led us all to believe. He's a great person for me to think about, like someone who came here with nothing, and it's like the typical story, come in here as the foreigner and less than $100 in your pocket, a family of 3, and then he had 2 new babies, myself and my little sister, while he was here in America, my mom, and him started a restaurant. They started a bean sprout farm. They did so many things. And my mom passed while we were young. And when she passed, things changed. And that's when it meant we changed. So being adaptive is really important. At 6, I realized, wow, I don't have a mom. And that's not a terrible thing. It just meant, what do we do different as a family? And what do we do different in making sure that our business was running well and successful and just continuing on, moving forward. And I think that's really what I want to share with people on this podcast. Like, everybody has a story. Everybody's human. Everybody has something going on in their past or in their future. So things are super bright if you choose it. You know, I joke around and I talk about, hey, there's the universe. Let's ask the universe today. And yes, I look at my horoscope. And yes, I, believe in so many things. I believe in people. I believe in the system. And I think that's really what I want to share. And as we progress and do more podcasts, I want to bring guests on that are currently entrepreneurs or thinking about being entrepreneurs. And I'm hoping that I start having great people. Any people, actually. It's not even about great people. It's just being relevant and being positive. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for positive energy. It's not about Ann and Covalent. It's about everybody that's out there getting to work every day, taking care of their family, going to school, whatever it is, whatever makes you grind. You got to grind, everybody. And I think that's the message that I want to share. I want to share you can't do it unless you grind and have a little bit of grit, have a little bit of positivity. And yes, there's enough stuff out there that makes us very, cautious. And I love always saying, look, guys, I'm cautiously excited. And that's really what I mean. I'm cautiously excited because I know anything that you get up in the morning and you go do, it's better than not doing anything. So that's really what I want this podcast to be about. It's about just getting up and being you and going to do something different or do the same thing as long as you're happy. That's what it's all about. So just for whatever it's worth, that's really what I wanted to share. So thanks so much for your time. And I look forward to talking to anyone who wants to listen to me. And thanks. Take care.